Let me show you exactly how we're catching these fish pitching up to these bluffs. First of all, we're using a 1/8 ounce jig. It's either in fire tiger or this parrot has been really good. Seems like a little bit of chartreuse is important. Then we're plucking on there, just going up through the bottom of the head and out through the top. We're putting a 3-inch gulp minnow. Early on, smelt was really good, but man, pink shine just really, I guess, started to shine. What you want to do is make a nice long cast, fairly close to shore. It doesn't seem like they were right tight to shore for us. Then the next thing you want to do is obviously just let it drop down to the bottom, but then just simply lift your jig off and hold your rod still. Let that jig swim back to you, and that's when, as it's swimming, you'll feel those tick bites. So just nice and easy, short little hops, but holding that rod nice and still. Maybe pop the jig a little bit and just work it back. The fish are either going to be down and pick it up off the bottom and you'll feel a little presence, or more likely than not, bam, nice tick bite. Set the hook, you got a walleye. I got him, Jeff.
Good.
He's way up close to shore there. Gave it one little hop and there he was.
Let me get this up. You want me to get it?
Yeah. Decent one, huh? Lift him right in. 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. He'll lift that guy in. And I got him right in the top lip, right where you want him. I mean, I cast it way in there. I just popped it up one time and boom. Since the rest of the line is no stretch besides the leader, it's a nice, easy one to see.
Yeah. When I'm pitching jigs, which is one of my favorite ways to fish, one of the important pieces of the tackle is the line. And in fact, it's 2 lines. I like a no-stretch line, nanofill, which is a bright green line, and it gives me good visibility and it's got no stretch. The other end of the line is a fluorocarbon line. So the key to connecting these two is a knot that both has to be strong, and you want it to slip in and out of the eyes of your rod and not impede that. The idea is that you put a loop in the fluorocarbon and you slide the line through the fluorocarbon, and then you loop it around the fluorocarbon 10 or 11 times, and then take the tag end of the line and put it back so it goes through the loop the same way it came in, and then you pull the knot up tight, cut the tag lines, and you've got the best of both worlds.
During the spring, the male walleyes hang around the shallower areas longer than females, who have already laid their eggs, which are the majority of fish that Keith and Jeff are jigging off cut banks.
It doesn't even look like it's hardly hooked.
You know, it might not be. I'm wondering. I'll look and, oh, look at this. It doesn't have a hook. I think I can just pour it out of it.
However, the females and males who are completely post-spawn are simultaneously transitionary during this same time frame, using the deeper breaks of the reservoir to move out to their would-be summer haunts.
Walleyes cannot resist the mouse-colored flicker minnow, just as the humans cannot resist the chocolate chip oatmeal cookie.
Therefore, techniques like trolling crankbaits can really open up a whole new side to this spring walleye bite on the Francis Case Reservoir, for not only numbers, but size as well. Keith and Jeff have known each other and fished together for several years, and Keith has seen more than his fair share of walleye bites throughout his professional career.
I mean, we sit here and we're marking so many, you would think we'd be catching a ton.
That being said, he's picked up a rather unique radar when it comes to guesstimating the size of a walleye.
A little bigger mouth. That's how you can gauge them, you know, when they're not monsters.
I know, you've told me that.
You gauge them by their mouth.
Given you're seeing the mouth, tell me how long you think it is.
17 inches. It's a 17-inch mouth. You're gonna put them on the ruler too, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Why not? I haven't seen you be wrong by more than an inch, hardly ever.
What do you think?
I think you're close to 17 inches.
16 and a half, maybe. I underguestimated it by a ½ inch. Mouse. All right, let's see how close I was. Oh, he's only got me 16 and a half.
So maybe it's just a big mouth.
He's got a bigger mouth than he's supposed to have for a 16 incher.
There you go.
The Real Deal, real fishing information from real fishing experts, presented by AmSoil.
There's a lot of fishing lines to choose from. One of my favorite and the most versatile in my arsenal is Berkeley Fireline. I use it for a lot of different techniques. Take vertical jigging for instance. I can feel the bottom, it's sensitive, and I can detect strikes, especially in cold weather when you may not have the feeling you need. I also use it for pitching. In high vis, bright green, you can see the line going through the water. You can see it jump when a fish takes it. In turn, you can set the hook and get it before the fish spits that jig back out again. And its abrasion resistance allows me to bring it through zebra mussels, sticks, twigs, you name it. If I get that fish on and it's in heavy cover, I know the strength of that fire line will allow me to pull that fish out of that heavy cover and get it back to the boat. And what's really great right now is they've got Fireline Tracer, which is metered in 5-foot increments so that I don't have to use a line counter. You can get by with using your regular spinning gear and count out the number of colors as you're letting your crankbait out. So if you're using this in conjunction with a tool like precision trolling data and you want to get that crankbait out to a certain depth, this metered tracer will allow you to do that. So I'm picking up time, I'm catching more fish, and I'm having a lot more fun.